Previously on Hogwarts Legacy.
You see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend.
I don't like this guy.
Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time.
What is up, YouTube world? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Guys, if you've been liking this series so far, please smash that like button. Let's try to get this video to 5 likes. And without further ado, sit back, relax, grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite drink, and let's get straight into this. So I think that we have a couple of objects we got to do here today in order to get back onto the main quest. So let's go to our first object, or side quest, however you want to call it. Hopefully in today's episode we will be able to fly a broom, I guess. Get on a broom and fly around. We have yet to get that yet. Let's get straight into this quest.
Onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Okay.
Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the forest!
Oh my. Beautiful.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Right.
Reparo! sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Okay, well,
Now for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
all right. So we learned how to put a plant in a pot. Let's see what's next.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I mean, I nearly went deaf.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
All right, let's
Fancy
plant the
or
seed.
roses?
Dittany's restorative
No pun
qualities make
intended.
it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
All right, well, ready in 9 minutes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
I love the little butterflies that are flying around. You see little bees and stuff. It's pretty cool. I love the look of the game. They did an awesome
Your
job on
mates
it.
possess their own.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
Wow.
Did save her the de-gnoming, but they
That
left
was-
her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
You look like a dude that would need help in a battle. Yeah, I'm not digging that, but
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
we really don't. I mean, I know this is the right answer to go with, as I am plants offer. I really don't care much for plants, honestly. I feel like it's the right choice here. And that's what we're gonna go with.
Thank you, Professor.
but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Mandrakes are really relishing their new
Is my plant ready or what? I still got 5 minutes. Okay,
To make anything
Well.
grow, we must first understand it.
we'll come back to that.
Plants as well as friendships.
It really is one of the coolest games I've played this year so far. It's a really cool experience. Let me know in the comment section down below, how do you guys like Hogwarts Legacy so far? You guys enjoying it?
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor, I saw an aura badge.
Okay, let's begin the quest. It's time to do some potions.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Alright, let's make some potions.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Sure. There we go, just mix it
Please
around.
be meticulous when adding powder to your potions.
One
One errant
pinch.
sneeze could be disastrous.
Bam! Look at this, we're a perfect potion maker. It's just like cooking food, man. Yeah, you're gonna want to check this one out.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Alright. Not a problem. I accept your challenge.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
I bet they did. Alright, okay, so what do we gotta do now? Here. You want me to collect the ash winder eggs and collect dark mongrel fur? If I'm reading that correctly? Okay. Something's right here.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Why do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant!
brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I mean, I don't really trust guys with, with the last name Weasel, so I don't think that's a good idea for me, man.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Sorry, buddy, I'm not interested, man. Get one of your other buddies to do it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
And don't ever ask me again, Weasel. What does this guy think I am?
Remember.
Alright, well, now that we got our stuff that we needed for our, even though we took it.
Prepared ritual wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Got our stuff that we need for our potion.
The Didney or crush it.
Let's do it.
So it could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Okay, I'm not sure. We got right here. There we go. So now that we got 23 seconds, guys, if you guys can, please don't forget to smash that like button, man. Let's try to get this video to 5 likes, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I love this game, man. It just so much that goes into it. I know I said that before here on the channel, but it really is a lot of great graphics that goes into this. Alright, now that we did that, add one of these to it, or no?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Yeah, you see? See, that's why we didn't give him what he wanted.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What a loser.
Weasley.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
This guy's messing us up.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Alright, well.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Well, there you have it. Potion class completed. I knew that was the right thing to do, to not give Mr. Weasel over there, any help over there? He looked like he didn't know what he was doing, to be honest. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's get into our next quest. Okay, here's a broom, which I really want a broom, but we are not yet there to get a broom. You see, that broom right now would come really in handy if I had it, because I could just be flying up here. But hey, we're just going to use our legs. Harold is getting a good jog in. Why not? Wow, check that out. That's crazy. I wonder if I just go this way, make a shortcut, what would happen? At this point, there's no return of this shortcut. Just running through the woods. No big deal. So it looks like the shortcut did work. Okay, guys. After a long run through the woods, we've reached our destination here.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I remember you. We are not a very big fan of hers, if you remember from episode 1. But let's talk to her.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
It's none of your goddamn business.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Great. Good for you.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
We won't be needing you.
Be on your guard.
Yeah, thanks for the terrible advice. Thanks for making me come all the way out here in the woods to tell me that.
Dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Ooh, someone's fighting. Let's go help a stranger out, I guess.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Oh yeah, here we go. There's a battle. Finally put some action.
I've seen better. What are you doing?
Pow, 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 pow.
I'll
Okay.
watch the light go out of your eyes.
Let's give me your best shot.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
There we go. Now we got her.
Release me!
With 4 seconds to spare.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Where is she? Hey, there you are. Well, you're welcome.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Thank you.
To tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Research, how interesting.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
How fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then,
Nah.
I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Great. All right.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
It wants me to what now? Okay.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared. These pillars are pyres, and pyres are meant to be lit.
Okay. Maybe this is what we got over here. There we go.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Couple more to go here. Excuse me, you don't want to burn, do you? Alright. I think we've done something here.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I'm glad I could help.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Young Slytherin, Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Alright, well, let's go through this little bridge. Wow. It's pretty freaking awesome, guys. Okay. I believe this is where we need to be at. The mystery note. Scrope knows about the book you found. Is it missing something? Scrope does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scrope has left another note across the bridge among the circle of rocks. Take care. Tell no one about this.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
So apparently, Scrope is leaving us some little messages around the castle of Hogwarts. Not sure why he's leaving us notes when maybe he could just come find me, maybe just have a talk with me. But you know, I guess she wants to, leave me some letters. All right, so apparently the last letter said that we had to meet someone by the rocks. Looks a little sketchy, but let's see who we're about to meet. All right, right here.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Okay. This is a tough decision here, so we're gonna go to I'd rather not risk trouble with Black.
I'm not so sure about this. I don't need the headmaster upset with me.
Oh, the headmaster won't be upset. Scrope simply wants to surprise him. Scrope will explain. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
I kind of want to ask the question here, so we're just gonna go ahead and ask it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
All right. Well, now that we know about his here, I'll be go on our way now.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages and the ring.
Okay. So it wants us to investigate the grotto. That being said, guys, I think that's gonna be it for episode 5 of Hogwarts Legacy. Guys, if you guys been liking this video so far, please smash that like button. Let's go ahead. Let's try to get this video to 5 likes. And thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see you guys here next time here on Hogwarts Legacy. Thanks for watching, guys.